This local sports report is brought to you by M&T Printing, offering banners, brochures, business cards, and more. Check out their website for a wide range of printed products at mtprint.com.
Darren Smale is the head trainer and equipment manager with the St. Mary's Lincolns, and he won a major award this week, taking home the Ontario Hockey Association Trainer of the Year honors. Here's Darren with us now. Congratulations, great for you. What's your reaction, and what did it mean to you, Darren, to be the OHA Trainer of the Year?
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me. First, when I got the phone call about a week ago, I was absolutely shocked. People that know me would know that when I'm speechless, it means something, and I was literally speechless. And obviously a massive honor. I couldn't be happier. It's just nice to be recognized, and for the hours and the time that you put in, and I was definitely something I wasn't expecting. But definitely honored and humbled, to win such a prestigious award. And, it's a great honor, it feels pretty good.
It takes a lot of people pulling in the same direction, right? For a hockey team to be successful, whether that be the trainer, the general manager, the executive, the players, obviously a whole pile of people. You're part of that, and you're one of the spokes on the wheel. And without you, the team isn't as successful, right? What do you love most about your job, Darren?
The big thing I love is just being at the rink, one thing I like is when the guys come in our room is something I've always tried to pride myself in is having our room looking professional and tip top, and just being at the rink, every day, and having the guys come in and especially the new guys coming at the start of the year, and they see like what we're trying to do, in St. Mary's, and just looking at it going, wow, this is something else. So, it's a big sense of pride for me. But I just love being at the rink, and, those guys will tell you, the executive and the staff will say that I'm literally a rink rat. Like, there's lots of hours spent there, but, I just love it, and it's not really, it's not a job to me. It's a passion, and it's a way of life, just put your nose down and go.
I love that passion. And I think there's a lot of people in the GOJHL that contribute quietly, if that's the right way to put it. And you deserve all the accolades and all the recognition that you're getting right now. You're a St. Mary's guy. They have great crowds on Friday nights. Specifically last year, obviously, was a great season for the team. Can you speak to the passion in the community for the Lincolns? And you just fit right into that yourself, being a St. Mary's guy.
It's huge. Being a community-owned team, you can walk down the street, go to Tim Hortons, and everyone will say to you, especially if you got Lincoln stuff on, they'll stop you and chat with you. They don't care if you're winning or losing. They just want to talk Lincolns, and which is amazing, and it's a good feeling. And, it's something that else that recently the Lincolns have started to do is get back into the schools and do a lot of school programs. And I've been a part of a few of those, and, working in the school board, getting in to read with those kids and connect with the kids, like they look up to those guys. And I can remember working at one school in particular and having Lincoln stuff on. They're like, whoa, you're a Lincoln. And it never really dawned on me until I realized, seeing those kids then at that Friday night hockey game, that, I made an impact, or that the Lincolns made an impact. So the community support here has been amazing, over the years, and hopefully it continues to keep that way. But it's huge, and obviously it's needed, right? So, I mean, the more you give back, the more the fans come, and the community gives to you. So, it's amazing. So,
What was the buzz like last year? Just finishing in third place, winning that first round playoff series. It was a lot of fun to be around that team. And I can't imagine what it was like, in the rink for the home game, the home playoff games on a Friday night. What can you say about last year's team and just the overall success that they had?
yeah, I mean, obviously, finishing third place was great for the team itself. We just had an amazing group of kids last year, and I can't stress that enough. Even kids that had left or that were traded away or something that were gone, like just every kid that came in that room that year or last year was just unreal, which obviously makes my job so much easier.
Yeah.
But it was such a tight knit group, from our veterans right on through. and our staff too. I can't speak, well, I speak volumes about our staff and our executive, just that whole organization just, has seriously turned a page, and something they wanted to do is change that culture. And you really saw that last year. It was a little bit of a process to get there.
Yeah.
But last year that culture showed, obviously, winning that first round series, and a second round playoff matchup with Leamington, arguably one of the best teams in all junior B. We were really looking forward to that. And, the town was buzzing. We had our game one on that Thursday night, and got the news on the bus on the way home. But, we were buzzing, and just I can't speak volume. Like I say, the whole group itself is just amazing, right from top to bottom. So
Let's talk a little bit about you personally. You started with the Lincolns in high school, a number of different stops along the road. Then you end up back with the junior B team in St. Mary's during the 2018-2019 season. Where did your passion come from in terms of, becoming a trainer, becoming an equipment manager? And what are some of the processes and different steps that you went through in order to sort of reach where you're at right now, Darren?
yeah, so you say, I'm not going to say how old I was when I started, but I was in high school. But I realized I had actually had an injury, so I couldn't play anymore. So I realized I still want to be involved in the game, and the guys are asking me, hey, you should be the trainer, of our midget team or our high school team. So I got into it, and then the Lincolns reached out and said, hey, like, are you, do you want to do something a little more? And at that time, the trainer that was there, named Mike Bannerman, he was there for a long, long time. He was like the Brankley of the London Knights, right? And but so the Lincolns had reached out, and I said, yeah, I love the opportunity, and I took it, and going through, you got to take some courses, obviously, being a trainer, first aid. The OHA offers a 3-step program. You get your level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 3 is as high as you can go with the OHA, which was pretty neat. I can remember back then I was pretty keen, and my written exam, I actually got 98% on it. So I was pretty keen on it back then. I can remember
Not
that.
Not bad.
Yeah, exactly. I still have it here actually in my drawer. That test, I can remember they sent it back to me, the league did, and said 98%. I was like, ooh, all right. But from there, I went off to school, got involved with the AAA midget team, the Tier 2 Junior A team, and did a little bit of work with the Sudbury Wolves when I was up at school. And then I kind of got out of it for a little bit, and then came back and realized that, that I wanted to be part of this rebuild and give back to the community and the team, and threw my hat in the ring and got the nod.
Before you ended up back with the Lincolns, you had some personal adversity, just some health things that you went through that you believe ultimately, obviously, has made you stronger. Tell that story. I understand this is one of the first times that you're speaking about this, your personal health issues, and the adversity that you went through. Every challenge that you go through, or every obstacle that you go through, ultimately has the opportunity to make you stronger. And it feels, from talking to you, that's what's happened here, Darren.
Yeah, sure. 2018 actually was a bad year for myself personally. I lost a job doing something I love to do. I was into something and lost that position, and then I found out that I had a tumor in my shoulder and had surgery on it, had it removed. Turned out to be cancerous, and went through a little bit of that and surgery, and but yeah, it was more of a perspective thing, and having gone through that, all, like, honestly, has made me enjoy life and enjoy what I do. And those that know me, especially at the rink and personally, know that I love what I do, and whether it's being an EA or a trainer with the Lincolns, it has made me who I am as we speak right now. So much stronger, obviously, going through some adversity. But I mean, it's true, the old adage, when one door closes, 3 open, and I've had some opportunities in the last 2-3 years that have been pretty amazing. And who knows where it'll go. But yeah, 2018 was a tough one, and I was happy to close the door on that one and move on. But yeah, it definitely put a lot of things in perspective for me that year, and made who I am. So
And I'm sure it was scary, very scary at the time, but I think it's a mindset. And I think obviously that's something that you had, good focus, good determination, all of those things to get past those obstacles that you just talked about. For other people who are going through potentially similar situations or are having difficult times or are dealing with a health related scare, especially given the climate that we're in, right now with COVID-19, what would you say to those people, Darren, just because you've been through it?
it's you got to have a group of people, and that was huge for me, was having those people that if it was a bad day or something was going on, that I could reach out and talk to. But don't be afraid to do that. That big thing, and sometimes it's a stigma, but don't be afraid to reach out and chat and just tell how you're feeling. It's massive, and it helped me tremendously. Um, and it's something I've obviously preached to my son too, and
Mm-hmm.
just reach out. You know, it's things will get better. Things do get better. You just got to believe, and if you believe in it, it is like you said, Darren. It's a mindset, and if you get in that mindset, then things can happen. So
Well said, my friend. And opportunities have come, because of your hard work and because of your good mindset and because you're a fighter. One of those is being involved with the Los Angeles Angels AA affiliate, which what a neat opportunity that is. The Rocket City Trash Pandas out of Huntsville or just near Huntsville, Alabama. How did that all come about? And I thought you were a hockey guy from St. Mary's. What happened?
it was weird. I knew a guy that worked for the Angels, and I actually have a cousin who works for the Angels too.
Right.
And he had reached out one day and said, "Hey, man, like, what are your plans next summer?" And we kind of chatted a little bit. And he said, "I'm going to forward your email to our equipment guy in Arizona here at the spring training facility." And to be honest, I never thought anything of it. I just went, "Yeah, right. It's Major League Baseball." And lo and behold, I got an email from this guy in Arizona, and I followed it up pretty quickly, obviously. And yeah, I went through this whole process, through all the steps, and he told me to send him a resume. I made it to the final three for this clubhouse position at the facility in Arizona. Obviously, I didn't get it, but he said I interviewed tremendous. Really liked my passion. He loved that I've worked in a lot of different sports, at the professional level. And he offered me, the contact for the AA team, that they were looking for a clubhouse guy. And
Mm-hmm.
and then I got a hold of, or I guess Rocket City Trash Pandas GM. He got a hold of me and said, "You're my guy." And away we went. And it was pretty neat. It was again another humbling experience. Just to go through the process with the Angels. And having those interviews, which were obviously, on not Zoom, but Skype and stuff, but, having those live, but seeing how like a Major League Baseball team does that stuff. I was with the director of player development, obviously the head clubhouse guy. Like there's some names there that are pretty,
Mm-hmm.
obviously to you, to normal people, they would, be like, "Oh, who's this guy?" But
Right.
these guys are in charge of all, recruiting and signing the big names and or getting the big names. And so it was pretty neat, good experience. Obviously right now with COVID happening, the Rocket City thing's not on the go or right now, but to be named clubhouse manager because it was their first season, again, another huge honor that I was, I'm really looking forward to. And whenever we get rocking, it'll be a really good experience when I get down there to Alabama. So
You just never know where anything's going to lead. And I think, obviously my situation's similar just with, working, locally at the TV station and, so the adversity, I guess, that I faced, not to make it about myself, but the adversity that I faced a little bit with that and building 519 Sports and, the courage, it took you to put yourself in the right position. And I think that's what it's about, whether you're a hockey player, whether you're a broadcaster, whether you're a trainer. If you put yourself in good positions and you continue to learn and you're a good person, at the end of the day, good things are going to happen. And it sounds like that's what's happened for you, Darren.
Yeah, it has, and there's still days where I wake up and, even my son will sit there and talk and, I did a bit of work with the Toronto Argonauts too last summer
Right.
and, having friends text me saying they saw me on TV running water out in the field or something, it is pretty neat. But, one of my mottos, I guess, if I can say and pass along is make things happen, and if you don't, and you're not willing to, nothing will happen. So, I mean, I was just willing to, to put the work in and, connect with people. And
Yeah.
the people that I've met along the way, have been amazing. And, to know as many people as I do and as many sports as I do, it's pretty neat. Again, opens up a lot of avenues and, one day, to work in professional sports full time would obviously be a dream. Something that I can honestly say I want to work for. It's that passion, that drive, and that my motto is make things happen. And I think every hat that I have, I have it written in that and all my hats, that so I can look at it every day. I take my hat off and make things happen, and it's every day. So
Here's what I've learned about you in the last few minutes, though. You will always be a St. Mary's guy at heart.
100%.
No question about it. Last one for you. What does it mean to you? And this may seem simplistic, but what does it mean to you? Give us some perspective on what it's like to be part of the St. Mary's Lincoln's organization.
I think growing up, watching the Lincolns, as a kid, and then, obviously working with them, it's a massive honor. Like this team is a storied franchise, and we're one of the longest teams that have been around in Junior B. And there's been some really amazing names go through and be a Lincoln. And just it's a massive honor, to wear the logo, to be a part of it, and be affiliated with it. It's huge. But to be a local guy, to get to work for your Junior B team, I mean that's pretty special, pretty amazing. So, it's definitely nothing I take for granted. I love it, and people that know me again, they'll say it shows in that passion and that drive that I have. And, and I want to make everybody around me better. Whether it's staff I work with or the players, the executive, anybody, I have a pretty outgoing personality. I'm not very shy. I'm definitely a people person, and, I just want everybody around me to be better. And, I just bring that positive energy and, but it's a big honor to, to wear the Lincoln logo, being a hometown guy and, walking to the rink, on game day or whatever it is. Like it's amazing, small town like we are and, just to be a part of it. It's a massive honor and definitely something I don't take for granted.
Sincerely, Darren, thank you for sharing your story. I think it's inspiring. I think Make Things Happen is a great logo. And congratulations once again on being named the OHA Trainer of the Year.
Hey, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.